Hi, I'm Pattu from freefincal. Let's talk about health insurance this time. So, in September each year, I renew my health insurance policy. This time, the agent asked me to wait until 22nd of September so that the GST would not be applicable anymore. So, my main policies are from United India, and I think I've talked about this several times before. I don't claim that this is a great insurance or this is the best or anything, or my choice is the great. I bought this insurance in 2006 after my father fell sick due to cancer. At that time, I realized the importance of health insurance. At that time, I knew nothing about finance, nothing about investing or health insurance. My parents had an LIC agent at that time, and I asked him for the health insurance policy, and he gave me that. And since then, he has been servicing the policy for me, and I don't have any complaints. I bought this when I knew nothing about health insurance. The policy was quite restrictive in terms of room rent, sublimits, and so on. But then I managed to not be too affected by that. But then United India has significantly revamped its policies, and I personally have had two claims. My mother has claimed three times, maybe four times. I don't quite recall, but so it's been a long relationship with United India. It's very important to understand that you will be paying more and more premium for health insurance over a long time. Whatever your premium is today, it will significantly increase over time as you age and as the insurers market share increases, because as they sell more policies, they will also have to settle more claims, and as they settle more claims, they will realize that they will have to they're losing money, and the only way to handle that is to increase your premiums and restrict new policies, etc., and so on. So it's a very complex way in which the pricing is done, especially for private insurers. Um, so whatever you buy, private or PSU, whatever you buy, you must be ready to pay higher and higher premiums over time. So, and you must also understand that you must think of this cost as an insurance for your net worth, and whether you are going to claim or not, don't think of it as a waste of money. It is a very important expense because a single hospitalization can significantly set you back. So we have a base policy for my mother who is now 78. It's only a 6 lakh cover. United said they will not increase the cover anymore because of her age and, of course, because of the claim history and so on. The premium is 62,360, but after a discount, it comes down to about 56,000. For me, I'm 51 now. My wife is 49, and our son is 15. So for the family, we have a 25 lakh individual cover. That is 25 lakh, 25 lakh, 25 lakh for each member. So for me, the premium is about 33K. Uh, for my wife, it's about 28K, and for my son, it's about little less than 6K. And so, including the discount, everything, and so on, it comes to about 54.5K. Now, we have a super top up policy for my mother. That's a cover of 15 lakhs with a deductible of 5 lakhs. That means it will pay only after 5 lakhs, and the premium is about 17,800. We also have a super top up floater policy for me, wife, and son, and that's a 95 lakh cover, and that comes with a 5 lakh deductible, and the premium is 22,500. So that's a total of about 1.51 lakh. The GST removal has saved me about 27,000 rupees this year. Last year, with GST, the premium was 1.6 lakh. So you can see about it has increased about 10%. It has been increased about 10% this year. Um, Forget the GST, but the base premium has about approximately increased about 10%. So that's important. So you must be prepared to pay this kind of huge premiums every year. Of course, this is for a huge cover and so on, but over time, you must understand that your relationship with health insurers is a very complex relationship, and you people always say, "I'm going to port out because my health insurance has increased by 300%, 200%, and so on." You can run, but you can't hide. All the insurers will keep, increasing their premiums over time as they get bad claims experience. Now, many people ask me, why are you buying a huge base policy? When you have a deductible of 5 lakhs and a 95 lakh super top up, you can just use, just 5 lakh base cover is enough. But I want to reduce the use of a super top up. I want to handle most health insurance claims with my base policy alone. I don't want to involve my super top up because that's an additional hazard. Although it is from the same insurer and so on, but I still want to avoid that, and that is why I opted for a higher cover. And also, given my health, when I can choose for a higher cover, when the insurer is able to offer me a higher cover, I'm will be happy to buy it. But of course, there's a big price to pay, and not everybody can afford it. I can afford it, and therefore I can do it. For my mother, at 78 years old, her 6 lakh cover has a premium which is about 10.4% of that 6 lakh cover. The cost of the premium is 10.4%, about 11%, let's say. So assuming the insurer is willing to give a 25 lakh cover to a 78-year-old, then that premium will come to about 2.6 lakhs. About 2.6 lakhs. Imagine somebody who is 51 now and maintains a 25 lakh cover until they reach 78. Imagine what the cost will be. The insurer will have bad experiences and so on. So it will be a huge cost. So you must be ready to pay it. In my case, the way I look at it is, I don't think of it as a huge expense compared to my net worth. That's a very, very trivial expense. I don't care. It is protecting my net worth from erosion. That's the only way, the right way to see it, in my opinion. It is protecting my net worth from erosion, and therefore I don't think of it as a big deal. And so, of course, if you have a spouse who is also in the 70s, then imagine the kind of premiums. It'll be 5 lakhs, 6 lakhs, 7 lakhs. It'll be a huge premium, provided you have a huge base policy. Even for small base policies, the premium is going to be significant. So be prepared to pay very large premiums over time. This is inevitable, whoever your insurer is. You can't, so it's very extremely expensive. But then it's what you think. If you think it is a waste, it's a waste. I mean, I am often reminded of the Tamil song, in which there's a line, undendral undu, illai endral illai. So if you think it is a waste, it is a waste. If it is not a waste, it's not a waste. It's all in the mind. So the other question that I often get is, why do you have a deductible in the super top up of only 5 lakhs? You have a base policy of 25 lakh. So you could have chosen a deductible of 25 lakh. Then the cost will come down significantly, because the first 25 lakh, the super top up will not cover. But then United India has a very strange super top up structure. If you take a deductible of 25 lakh, then the maximum cover is only 75 lakh possible. But if you choose a deductible of 5 lakh, then the maximum cover is 95 lakh. So I thought, if somebody is willing to give me 95 lakh, I might as well take the 5 lakh deductible and choose 95 lakh. And I was proven right, because after I choose this, I got an additional health condition. So which I have talked about earlier, that is primary aldosteronism. So you can't, as you age, you're going to get more and more issues with health. So when somebody offers you something high, if you can afford it, most people will not be able to afford it, and that's obvious. People are always making comments and saying, "Oh, it's too expensive." Of course, it's not for everybody. For those who can afford it, you can afford it. If you can't afford it, you can't afford it. That's life. I mean, and it's obvious. You don't need to state the obvious here. Uh, and also, I just use a simple RD for this amount. I just open an RD and it matures 1 month before the policy matures, and that helps me, pay the premiums. Uh, then again, I always get asked, is there a tax efficient way, or can I earn more interest if I choose something else, and so on? No, unless you are willing to, face a loss, you can't do that. And it's a 1 year expense. I'm not going to waste my time taking risks for something that's going to get spent every year. And I think we need to get our priorities right. So the reason why I want to make this video is that these health insurance costs are extremely significant, and you must be ready to consider this cost when you buy a policy. I have seen people say, "Oh, I just bought this policy. I have a very smooth experience with the insurer." They just bought this policy. They have not made any claims, and they claim, their experience is smooth. Of course, when you buy a policy, the experience will always be smooth. That's by definition. But then please understand, it will be like a marriage. It will not, it will have its ups and downs. Your relationship with an insurer, you have to work on it. So be careful, read in and out of a policy. Don't trust anybody. They will always be looking to find a way to, reduce their their overheads. And so you must be ready to pay higher premiums, and also be ready to fight if there is a problem with claims. So be ready to know, be aware of the rules, and be ready to fight. Bye bye.